it's just, we used to run that play for years, We worked on it, and it was right there. And it's just, hey, you know what? It's hard. I'm not going to sit up here and I'm not going to pick apart this play and that play because, they're ball plays, man. Kids are trying. They're, just like, there's some good calls. I'm going to make some good calls and some bad calls. I mean, it starts with me. So, I mean, but what happened was there's a series of those plays and you got to make more than you don't, and that's what it is. And like I said, we got to throw and catch with a much more consistent basis, We had an all-go route in that game. Roman was wide open down the sideline. I mean, there's just some openings there. That's a positive, The negative is we didn't make the play. Make sure we're making them. What else?
You talk about what McCoy did on the other side of the ball passing.
I mean, he had tremendous amount of time back there to sit back and pat the ball, and you give a quarterback that much time back there like that, they're going to make their plays. They've got some real talented guys, and that's not a great mystery. We knew that, We knew we had to get after him. We had to put pressure on him, and early on I thought we did, but that seemed to dwindle, and just gave him too much opportunity to sit back and just take his time and throw him the ball, and they made some. He made some throws, and I thought they made some plays. They made some of those plays. They had a couple of really nice catches, and we didn't do that. I mean, like I saw at the end of the game, that was that 4th and 2 on our side. I took the penalty. I thought that they were going to go for that, and we were having a hard time at that point at 4th and 2. I figured let's push them back to 3rd and 14, see if we can get off the field, get the ball back. Didn't work out. They converted on 3rd and 14. So those are the things in that game they were able to do, and we did not do.
Coach, you had the 4th and 5 about midway through the 3rd quarter. Did you put any thought into going for it when you punted on the 43 in the 3rd quarter? They went down and scored?
Nah. The one that I thought about was the one where I went for it. Okay. In the 4th quarter. It was 4th and 4 or 5. And we talked a little bit about should we kick the field goal here, and I just really felt my heart. We were struggling a little bit on the other side. I said, we're on the positive side of the field right now. I mean, we got to try to get 7 points at 4th and 4 or 5, wherever it was. I just felt strong. There was some conversation about kick the field goal, but I was like, nah, we're on the road here right now. We got to do this right now. We got to make that happen. And we took a sack on that play, which was hard to handle.
Were you more inclined to give guys like Deloach and Sam Benjamin shots now because Dan's been sick? You have
No, I can help you out with that. We are absolutely going to keep playing those guys. Yep. And we're going to develop those young receivers because they have talent, and we're going to develop them. And we're going to get them better each week. And we're going to grow with them because they're our future. And they really do have good ability, but they're young and they're going to make mistakes along the way, though, and that's fine. That's the way it is, and we just got to coach them better, coach them harder, and each week, as the year rolls on, I think those are an example of some guys that can really have some real bright future because they are very talented.
What happened on that play with Vaughn and Zamel on the touchdown that they got? Did they just miscommunicate there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened on that play exactly, to be honest with you. Something looked wrong there. Got to watch it on the tape. So I can't answer that question.
Do you expect to have more of an offensive identity after 3 games? Because it seems like right now the team, I'm not quite sure, has an identity offensively.
I think we do. I mean, I just think that our identity is real simple. We're going to run power run game, and we're going to run option football, and we're going to throw the quick game and take some play action strikes down the field. I mean, that's kind of who we are. It's kind of what we want to do. We knew going in this game that we were a little outmanned up front, our young O-line against that D-line right there. So I mean, that made a difference for us. I mean, in terms of how we wanted to approach that. But I think sometimes when you're playing a young offensive line, you're playing a bunch of young receivers, and sometimes it takes a little while to really keep ironing out what you want to do. But I thought we were pretty accurate in what we're going to do. I mean, we're trying to run what we do, which is a lot of read options. Those speed sweeps are all read plays. Those shovel options are all shovel read option plays. I mean, those are the plays that we were running. And, you know, we just chose to throw and catch it more than we normally would, and we didn't complete those. We got behind them down distance.
Steve, Matt had a significant amount more touches in the second half than the first. Was that part of the game plan, or is that just something else?
You know, we have packages we're working in that game, and with Matt and Montel, you know, we just got Montel back, so this is the first game he's really played for us, and so we're just trying to build on that, and just the way it worked out.
How do you think Montel looks?
For his first game, you know, he saw that exciting screen run he had, and he had a couple other good runs in there, and I think you'll just, you know, see him start to really, you know, shine. He's a guy that you want to hand the ball deep to, which in more different game plans you'll see that more. But as I said earlier, a little harder to do against the strength of this defense we felt with our young offensive line. So you didn't see as much of that today. But you know, you knew that going in, you weren't going to see as much of that. So that wasn't a great surprise.
And Matt had 2 fair catches on the 5, and he's including the one right before the half.
Yeah.
Can he not do that? Or is he, you know?
Can he not? Yeah, he cannot. I think he, you know, I talked to him about it. You know, he was just really, he said it was, Coach, I just afraid it was going to drop right in there, you know. And, you know, we really pretty much have a standard deal there that we won't back up inside the 10 to field those. But, you know, man, when I look at a guy that's just trying to strain to do the best he can to try to make a play or prevent a negative play is what he was doing. It's hard for me. I just, okay, you know, like I said, am I going, you know, we don't want to back him inside that 10. He goes, I know, Coach, I thought that was going to drop in there. So, okay. You know, those are hard judgment calls in the heat of the battle. So those things don't bother me, you know. Sometimes what bothers me is that we get, you know, the field position change that makes us have to start on the 5, you know. That's where it is for me, you know. The one time we had, well, there was one time we had real good field position. We did nothing with it. We were 3 and out. That was a little bothersome. That was one of those ones that, you know, you like, you know, I don't know, maybe the 50-yard line or something. You know, we started out, I think we ran the speed sweep with Matt. I thought we had blocked it pretty damn well, and it looked like we probably got 4 yards on that play, but I thought there was maybe even a little more in there. And then I don't remember what happened on the second call, but we didn't pull out of there with much. And that was a series that, you know, you look back, and I'll probably look back, and I wish we had back again, because we did have field position at that point.
Thanks, Steve.